All right, everybody, we got that second place here in Toronto. Just missed out on that Olympia qualification, but we're not done yet. We're going to push right on through. There's another show with my name all over it. I'm going to take you guys along for the ride with me. Of course, we're going to get it done. We got to get back to Olympia. Super excited for Ava. Definitely crushed it. Definitely earned that win tonight. Super excited to see her future. She's got a bright future here in women's bodybuilding. This is women's bodybuilding. We got to keep giving them a show, ladies. Let's get after it. I'm going to go eat some donuts. I'll holler at y'all later.
Toronto Pro, JB.
Welcome, everyone.
It was a tremendous event, and we saw the rise of a new superstar, JB.
Yeah, you and your hyper extensions.
Superstar.
It's
We
okay.
were, JB. Toronto is, even though it hasn't been a great start to women bodybuilding when it comes to amount of athletes, I don't think we're going to see some. This is just how it is. We're not going to have those girls, 18, 19 girls per show. That's not happening. That's not how women's bodybuilding is in modern day women's bodybuilding. So
Sadly not.
we have to enjoy what we have. Correct, JB?
That's correct. Yeah. I think the strategies of coaches and so on, it's too much because they plan every show. Can I win? Can I not? Blah blah blah. And yeah. I think that the old days passion to go in every show who can afford it is gone, I think.
We're gonna go into the ladies, and there is some little bit of discussion people can see for themselves on the pictures in the stream. But in 8th place, JB, first of all, she's turning 60. Very impressive to still be on stage. A lot of respect, JB. You've seen a lot of girls come and go. Talk to us a little bit. How impressive is it for Melanie to stay competing for 20 years straight?
Oh, Melanie is a role model in women's bodybuilding, I think. She stood consistent in her sport in women's bodybuilding and switched categories, okay. But she trained all years now. She competed every time she could. And I think, yeah. Okay, goosebumps now. She's a great athlete and a role model to every age, I think. Yeah.
I think she got robbed at this show.
Yeah, I think a little bit, yes. According to the other placings, and also we discussed it on Instagram with the other athletes in more women's physique shape and so on, and much smaller, not in that condition. Yeah.
Melanie, upper body is still there. Legs are good. The conditioning, she could be even harder, but she's still good condition.
Yeah.
Her upper body is a little bit overpowering maybe to the legs. But as you know, legs are a little bit harder to keep up the volume once you turn. She's almost 60.
Yeah.
She's very complete when it comes to symmetry. And in 7th place. And in 6th, we can discuss 7th, Teresa. Can we Teresa?
REGO.
What?
REGO.
Completely different look, JB.
Yeah.
For me, she's women's physique. Conditioning was decent. It wasn't. Melanie had better condition.
Yeah.
Melanie also had better size and balance.
Yeah.
Why do you think she was placed ahead of Melanie there, JB?
I think Teresa's shape was, reminding me as a little bit to Anja Schreiner down back to the days. Was more, you see tiny waist and so on, and it was, more
fitting to women's physique. Is this correct?
Yeah, that's true. But a little bit more pleasant, I think, to the judges.
The head judge who are very into the a little bit more aesthetically smaller type of physiques, correct?
Yes, we don't mention names.
In 6th place, and GINA must be happy she beat Melanie. GINA, upper body is still good. She has great roundness in the arms. Her back is thick. when you see from the upper body in the back double by, it's very impressive. She had a nice stage performance, beautiful makeup.
Yeah.
The issue is the lower body, especially from the back.
That's true, but yeah, what do I say? But I think it's we discussed many times before.
Discussed this before.
Yeah, it's just genetics.
That's just how it is. She's 55. Why do you think she beat Melanie?
I think her graininess and this this look
in the upper, the bubbliness in her upper body.
Yeah, she had more flesh on it. We say it in German. So I think that was the point.
Yeah, and then Teresa in the middle there. So I would one thing that I would like to see is hard for us to really compare completely because GINA and Teresa and Melanie, it's not like those three were in like the same type of group. Kyra was obviously a little bit higher than them. I would like to see in a battle with those three, wouldn't you, JB? To see them move around a little bit and get some and see who gets exposed.
Yes,
that's for bikini. That's not for women's bodybuilding judging, it seems.
Yeah. I think it's maybe the mood and the emotions behind the stage was not like that. But because when I can remember on backstage several times, there's when the ladies are talking around, hey, let's do some shows and blah 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 blah, and expose ourselves and make a little bit more fun on stage. I think it wasn't there. So
5th place, Kyra. She informed us she's also a master competitor. It looks like all those top 4 there, the entire lineup other than Ava is plus 35, I think. Kyra, JB, she told us on Female Bodybuilding Channel, the #1 channel for source information, that she's gained 10 pounds of, well, it's never legit 10 pounds of muscle. It's 10 pounds of weight.
Yeah.
As it's not even possible to gain legit 10 pounds of muscle in 1 year, unless you're not even the men can do 10 pounds of muscle. So, but anyway, she looked good. Talk to us a little bit about her, JB.
I was very surprised of KYNA. I saw one or two pictures she sent us, but on stage, I said, "Wow, that she placed, that's a little lower." It was because this overall look she had was surprising me and pleasing me, when I can say. It was very nice to look and very muscly, 3D. There was everything there you could expect from that. I think it was just that the other ones were superior in that. But no,
very happy. Yes,
no flow.
Correct. Very, very happy.
Yeah.
All she needs to do, if she wants to keep going, and I hope she will, is just because of her shape and genetics. They're not like Sheena Ohlig or Mela Ash or even Korableva. So she just needs more size over time to place higher, correct?
Yes, definitely. Because the density she has the she can make the condition if she wants to, and keep going and just push a little bit harder. But please don't overdo. Be careful.
Very pleasantly surprised for us. Probably the surprise maybe of the show, as we kind of knew the other girls what they were bringing.
Yeah. Kind of was for me. Great surprise.
In 4th place, JB, and talk to us, JB. You know, when we see the girls, we see them first in bikini, and we're thinking, okay. Then we see them in figure, and then we see, they got potential to grow. And then they move to physique just for a year or two, because women's physique is really lightweight bodybuilding. So then they go to bodybuilding. And in 4th place, JB, Gabriella, that's exactly the route she's taken. She's moved from figure to physique. And talk to us, JB, this year, Gabriella. And before you talk to us about her, let me tell you, she was the most conditioned athlete at this show. The same she was at the Triple Dynasty, the most conditioned female bodybuilder, that is, of both shows. Talk to us about why do we love Gabby so much.
Gabriella is, yeah, I think one of a kind of athletes. She's always, yeah, contacting us. She's always present on social media, but she's always there for her family, for her husband, and yeah, on stage she brings the condition she promised. And yes, it was very pleasing to see that also on her age, we can say, she's yeah, she's bringing it, and I think there is potential to grow. Not on size of mass, but in more.
She got them
more shape
big hardy chupang glutes.
Yeah.
She's got structurally, she's no Sheena Ohlig, so she just has to come the most conditioned she can and expose the other people in conditioning. You see the cross the chest, even though she has those pretty big implants, it doesn't hinder the look on the front, because you see the chest is so striated, and it's some girls with the big implants, you can't even see the lose so much because they don't have that, you know what I mean? It's there's nothing going on over them. She's the opposite.
Not it's sad. Sometimes it's really sad because you don't think those ladies are training chest or something. It's very sad.
I know. She's very feminine, even though it counts in the point system. She's very beautiful presentation, like you say, like a beautiful woman with beautiful makeup and stage presence. And you, JB, you know, when you're a judge, it's not a beauty contest, but it helps when you look fresh and overall appearance, correct?
Yeah, and what it was, like I said, often that one criteria for me is when an athlete, if it's woman or man, goes on stage, you can see, I'm there, I have fun on stage, I like to be with you, all the people around there, and that's it. And that's one point what I would like to see also as judge. So I think that's also a point she got.
And the big trio, JB.
Big three.
We have the amazing NADIA CAPOTOSTO.
NADIA.
She showed us pictures leading in. We got some sneak peek, some female bodybuilder Instagram, the #1 female Instagram channel. Well, the only one for contest coverage, to be honest. And we saw some tremendous pictures. We saw condition was similar to what we saw before. Is this correct?
Yeah. She got to the point, and she held it all through the phases and prejudging to the finals. Great
shape, you know, that beautiful, the way she twists her body, the elegance, you know, the Jennifer Lopez slick hair, the round delts with the vein on, the side chest, the vein. She's back, JB.
She is back. But you always remind ourselves that she was off a long time, and she had a very good struggle, strong struggle to keep. And now she's back on stage, and I think this is her season now.
Then we saw into another return. We have this great guest later in this short wrap up. We have the amazing JB Sheena Ohlig, and she informed me she's up 10 pounds, but she did say she didn't nail the condition perfectly, meaning it's more like a 4 pounds, 4 or 5 pounds up. And JB, she put it where she needed the most, the legs.
Yeah.
A little bit on the delts, a little bit on the back, making the taper with the midsection and the legs very impressive now, JB. Did you see the abs and thigh?
Yes, I saw that. It was great, and I'm very pleased that she's back. She really made a mystery about her progress the last year, but yeah, she brought it to the stage, and so great. Yeah, great to have you back, Sheena.
Then, before we see where we have them, JB, we discovered her, obviously, as we do with everyone first. We invited her on the female bodybuilding channel back in 2022 when she won the North Americans. Was it, JB?
Yeah.
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 She dominated that show, and she came in here, and JB front double. Oof.
Yeah.
With the back. From the back,
Yeah.
the legs, thick legs. Not heavy, not like super shredded, but the condition needed to win when you have that type of beautiful aesthetic structure. You know, like same with Andrea Shaw. It's not like Angie Yo, but in very good condition. The back is thick, wide.
Yeah.
You see the glutes are in. And JB, Ava, talk to me about our news, darling of. Oof.
Yeah, Eva MELILLO, the great history of bodybuilding in social media.
She's like Dorian Yates. You never see her. The shadow.
Yes. Boop, and then I'm here.
And you're winning, and she's gone.
Yeah, but I think it's a good plan also. Eva MELILLO, she surprised us in 2022, and then go into mystery, I call it, and now she's back. And I saw on the stream, it was a great appearance, a little bit more softer look, but the separation and bubbliness was there, so I liked it very much, because when you have condition and no mass on it, it's a little bit okay. So,
and we know with the judging, you never know. They say they don't want to have, according to them, they don't want to have that super condition. And but that all depends on what type of physique you have. You can imagine ACOT without the condition, it wouldn't be good. So she can carry it. A girl like a Chelsea Dion can also carry that type of thing. Rashana could carry that in smaller shows. Obviously, Olympia, you need to bring it, or else it's not going to work. But in shows like this, you don't need that Angie Yao type of conditioning. But JB, she was just so refreshing. JB, she was a little bit nervous on stage.
Yeah.
You saw the routine. There was no routine going on.
Yeah.
But JB, 3 girls, Ava, Nadia, Sheena. First of all, I had Ava, perfect score. I didn't see any one of them other two as a threat. Do you agree?
When I saw the video, yes, it was true. My heart was pumping for Nadia, you know it, and but yeah, from the shape and the stage appearance, she was.
Then we go into Nadia and Sheena. I was crying during prejudging because I thought Nadia got overlooked. I want to see her in that top 2, but when you see the replay, you see the width on Sheena compared to Nadia.
Yes, but when you
Nadia is good, but she is all the size. I do not think is back.
Yeah, but I think if Nadia had more width on the back, or more lats, you can say, it wouldn't have fit to that shape at the moment. So it was
conditioning wise. Sheena and Ava similar. Ava a tad harder. Would you say?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
and Sheena had no. Ava had a little bit more advantage on the back, on the upper back. You could see it was because Sheena was a little bit flat. So on comparison to Nadia, when you put around Nadia, I think on the back post, Nadia had been a better chance, but she wasn't in the comparison. So
she wasn't in comparison now. I agree. I had it the way I had it. Just would like to see Nadia. It's hard really judging someone. Can you imagine a Mr. Olympia contest, Hardy, Samson, Derek, and they don't move anyone around? Then you would know where everyone was, because it's impossible, because you got to see them. It's different lighting. This was a very bad lighting at the show for the stream, but the stage has different lighting. You want to see them move around in the middle and see a little bit. Ava obviously wasn't needed to move because he was a clear winner, but the rest, JB, we want to see some battling.
Yeah, that was my thought too. It was a little bit, sorry for that. It was a little bit boring, a little bit.
It was in and out.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you have a pro show. You, as a promoter, you spend a lot of money to do that, and you could celebrate every class, but it wasn't that. Yeah.
As we resume before we go, we have the older gentlemen, the older girls, GINA, Melanie, almost 60 years old, still representing women's bodybuilding.
Yep.
Gabby was also a master competitor, bringing lights out conditioning. Kyra, very refreshing to see. Ava, the star of the Ava and Sheena delivered the pain. NADIA, great comeback. Before we go, based on what we've seen, JB, and think hard now. You have TERESA, you have Ava, you have Julia, you have Ashley. Those 4 are the winners of the first 4 show.
Yeah.
This is going to be hard. Give me your top 4. Think 1 second.
6 hours later.
But I would.
TERESA obviously has beaten Julia, so Julia goes back of the line as of right now, correct?
Yes, but as for now, I'm on the Ashley train.
Over Ava.
At the moment, yes.
If Ava can get harder,
maybe
she has tremendous size advantage over Ashley, same as Lavinia. But they weren't that hard. TERESA, I mean, Ava wasn't that hard, like super hard, and neither was Lavinia.
Yeah. So yeah. So I'm.
But that's maybe not what they want.
Yeah. You never know. As everybody knows, I would put Natalia Kuznetsova back on stage.
Yes, of course, but she's not here now. Yeah.
So or Korapleva, but. Yeah,
but you would say Ashley Jones right now will have the advantage.
Yeah.
With the crazy muscle bellies, the beautiful, even though she's the smallest of the group, the illusion is crazy, and the detail and the back and the roundness and she's just fantastic, correct?
Yeah. She has the winner shape at the moment. I think. Yeah, I think so.
For me, it's really hard to say because I just love the TERESA versus Ava. Ashley might win over them, but can you imagine TERESA and Ava, those 2 taller girls next to each other? Who would win? I don't know.
Nobody know. But I would love the battle of those 4. You know, at one stage you have this clash of the titans, and wow.
And then Ashley comes in saying like Angio, the shorter, and just and take them out. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe that, but. If I were promoter, I would definitely celebrate it with light show and blah blah blah. And
JB, a little fun thing, JB. Who's going to win between Ava and the return of Chelsea Dial when they're prepped by the same coach Nasser, and Ava and Chelsea? That's a signature. That's a similar type of shape, correct?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So
we're gonna get some drama.
And also we have a coach battle, you know.
Yes. No, Ava and Chelsea Dion. Imagine that one. No, okay. JB says who do people need to subscribe to? They need to subscribe to.
First, subscribe to us. Leave your click. And also thanks to our sponsor, AmazonFeedback.com. Thank you very much, Glenn, for always supporting us. And also thank you very much, very, very much to all the athletes. Ladies, you were great.
And see you in
España.
Adios, amigo.
Hola.
Hola.
Out.
Female bodybuilding channel. And what the return? Sheena Ohlig. How does it feel to be... we're not going to talk about the past. You can go to Amazon Fitness. You had a great interview where you go in more into depth what you were doing. But Sheena, straight out of stage, how are you feeling?
I feel great. I feel like I know what I need to do. Moving forward into the next show, we're going to keep pushing. I feel like it was a great lineup, and the competition, you know, definitely pushed each other. It was a great show put on by the promoters, and, you know, I couldn't be more thrilled for, you know, getting back on stage this year.
But more for you. We, of course, watching stream is not as easy, but we talked to some of the girls there that competed with you. And what I see, a little bit bigger legs. I see that you grew everywhere, but the midsection remains the same. It's a bigger, but it's the same as even better aesthetics because the legs came up. It really like a dangerous look now. What do you think? What changes do you see? And Trey Hodge, your coach, what do you see?
I appreciate that, AJ. I think, you know, I definitely noticed some increase in size all the way around. I think not necessarily maybe bigger, but I feel like denser. I feel like definitely a little bit more maturity in the muscle based on how we were training. You know, a lot of my focus did go into my legs. A lot of my focus went into maintaining, you know, retaining the tight waist, you know, and really trying to build up my back and my shoulders just to you know, emphasize and reiterate that X frame. So I think, you know, we set out on a mission. We didn't have a whole lot of time. We did take the whole year off from competing in 2023, but there was some time there that was sort of like, you know, rebounding off of 2022, resting, you know, recovery, and then really getting into pushing it and, you know, hitting the weights and hitting the training and switching up our strategy. So, you know, I think we made a big impact for the amount of time that we put into it. And Trey was happy with the developments. He thinks that, you know, my shoulders came up, my rear delts, the thickness in my back came up a bit. I think fullness of my legs while also maintaining the tight waist. I did work on abs. I never used to train abs. So I figured, you know, you got to train every muscle of the body. You want a complete package. So I did start putting a little bit more effort and intention into my training in certain areas for sure.
The abs and thigh now. It's have you seen the pictures a little bit?
No, I haven't seen any pictures yet, actually.
Oh, no, okay. So the quad, so it's not much, it's that much you don't weigh that much more, you're saying. It's just the quality and the density makes it appear much bigger because it's a better quality look.
Yeah, I would say if I had to, I'm not going to guess, but the last time that we were on stage, I competed at my leanest. I think I was 168. And I think that was Tampa and Chicago of 2022 were like my leanest of 2022. And it was around 168, 170. This year on stage, I was 178. Now, granted, I wasn't as lean, but if we're talking 10 pounds, granted, maybe like 3 to 5 pounds of fatty tissue that needs to come down, maybe 3 pounds of fatty tissue. So I would venture to say about 5-7 pounds of actual, you know, muscle.
Yeah, because you can be a little bit tighter, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. What's next now? Great performance, but we need to go to the Olympia. So what's next?
We need to go to the Olympia. Yeah. Well, there's definitely a lot of opportunity in the next couple of months. I know there's the Linda Murray, the Atlanta show. I think that's in 5 weeks. We're looking at that. Chicago is right after that. And Tampa is right after that. So we have 3 really big shows, like back to back to back. So, you know, we're going to take this week to sort of, you know, reverse in a certain kind of way, but we're pushing right through. Just give my body a little bit of a rest. You know, today I did do cardio. I have a big drive ahead of me because we're driving back down to the States. Tomorrow we're like back in the lab, nothing too crazy. Just letting the body sort of fill back out and rehydrate over the next few days and then getting back onto it. So see how my body responds and then pick a show from there. But 3 really big shows, all of them. I haven't done the Atlanta show yet, the Linda Murray show. I haven't done that show yet. So I would actually like to, you know, have a go at that. But I love Tampa. I love Chicago. So those are shows that I've done really well at. So those are definitely on the table.
Bodybuilding fast. We're going to have Sheena versus Acock versus Christina Nicole versus Roshana Boswell. It's gonna be real bodybuilding. Are you happy to be back in the bodybuilding community? Well, you're always in the gym, but are you back?
Happy, grateful. You know, I learned a lot over the last year and a half, and I think that's just going to carry over into my performance going through, you know, these next, you know, few months and hopefully into the Olympia. So I think we're ready to get it.
Thank you very much. There you heard it. Sheena is back. She's up a good 5 pounds of quality muscle, and she's going into new shows in 3-4 weeks time. And we will see you at the Rising Phoenix first.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your time. And I'm really happy that you're back.
All right, AJ, keep up the great work. We love all the coverage. You know, you're building up a great platform. So
when is your channel back?
My channel is back before Rising Phoenix for sure.
What's the name again?
Women's Bodybuilding for Real.
And we're gonna get some good ladies on there to discuss because we can't just have me and JB talking. We need you girls too.
Yeah, we need the girls. That's right. It's all for the girls. That's it.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.